Thank you very much indeed, the panelists and the moderator. Such a vibrant discussion and wonderful discussion. This is such a wonderful conference, everyone, and now we have come to an end. We have covered so many topics since the day one, from session 1 so far until the session 6. As we are now wrapping up for the conference, may I please invite Dr. Chaem Pachani, International Health Policy Foundation, on stage. Please welcome.
Thank you. We come to almost the end of the conference, and I would like to take this opportunity to present briefly on what we have discussed. I might not have captured everything, but I would like to bring up the key issues that we have discussed during the past day and a half for our information and also for additional comments, the last additional comments before the end of the conference. As I said, this is the 10th conference already, so we have had a very long history since 2014, and we also have very fruitful and rich discussions over the last day and a half. So I would like to bring you back to yesterday, the opening and keynote address. So the three gentlemen here who are the, important people, they also mention and also emphasize on the importance of the linkage, the connectedness between international trade and health, and the way to find the balance between these two sectors and how the two sectors can work together for the best health outcome of the population. And for the next slide, I'd like to capture the important issues that we discussed. As I said, it might not capture everything, but thanks to my repertorying team. So I would like to bring your attention to the situation, the key situation that we discussed, including the megatrends. We know about megatrends, what they are, like geopolitics. Yesterday, we also discussed about the major elections, including the US election. Oh, have we known the result? Or is it happening tonight? Tonight. Okay. Okay. Yes. The climate change and health, digital health, technology, and also the aging society, and other important situations as well, other important factors. We talk about the importance of trade in health services, trade in services, which are also the big part of the global economy. Pandemic preparedness, now we are in the middle of, toward the end of negotiating for the WHO pandemic agreement. Hopefully we will reach the conclusion in the next 2 weeks. We talk about the current free trade agreement, digital trade, telehealth, for example. And so for the trade and health sector to work together in supporting sustainable development or for coping with the future situation, what should be taken into account? These are the list of the key factors, key elements that we should think about. We should not forget the lesson learned from COVID-19, because that is also showing us what the world is lacking and what the world needs in preparation. The geopolitics, policy alignment, the health sector policy development, and also multi-stakeholder partnership. With the multi-stakeholder partnership, you can see the diagram at the bottom of the slide that the trade and the health sector should work in synergies, should work in supporting each other. At the same time, we must not forget other sectors as well, like the scientific sector, the evidence, the data, the health information. That is also very important to support the work of these two sectors. Apart from that, Yeah, I have mentioned about the scientific evidence, data sharing, also the technology, and we should make use of the availability or the benefits of the AI that we are having at the moment. The other key points is capacity building, health, and also health safeguarding and policy space. And these are the factors that we should take into account. For the next one, this is what I try to capture from the stage just now. So it may not complete, but this is to remind ourselves again of the key actions or the key opportunity regarding the data and evidence. In terms of data, we might think about the border management, license regulations, product approval, for example. And in terms of taking the opportunities for data and evidence availability, what should we think about? For example, the data on trade in health services, the data and information for trade negotiations, such as trade flexibility, voluntary licensing, technology transferring, and others. In terms of capacity building, we may need capacity building for technology, for laboratory, and importantly, the human resource development, human resource investment. So, and at the end of the slides, I just want to remind ourselves again, trade and health sector cannot work by ourselves alone. We need multiple partnership and multi-sector collaboration. Go to the next slide, please. These are the key important recommendations from the sessions that we took note. The first one is developing the sound regulatory environment for trade in health service. For example, human resource development, human capital development, so that we can bridge the gap between trade in health services and sustainable development goals. The next one, please. Enhance engagement among decision makers, holistic approach for economic development, utilizing innovative tools and methodologies that we have nowadays. And the last one, this is mainly related to the WHO pandemic agreement. So we may need a unified financial mechanism to support capacity building in vulnerable countries, for example. As said, we are going to do the summary again, and we'll put this on the ITH conference website for your reference. And this afternoon, we are going to have the meeting of the organizing subcommittee of the conference. So we will look at this recommendation and also to look at what we need to do for the future conference in order to improve and to gain more participation from the wider audiences. So I would like to take this opportunity to thank the repertorying team at the back. There are more than this, but 3 of them are in the photo. And also, thank you so much. And also my junior team of the Secretariat who support the conference from the preparation until now. We have people go out. So we have people come in and out on the way, but these 5 ladies are 5 or 6 ladies with us until the end of the conference. And lastly, on behalf of the Secretariat, I would like to thank our co-organizers, World Health Organization, the World Trade Organization, and also Enlight and IHPF for supporting the conference. So we still have 2 more speeches before we end the conference, which I think everyone is looking forward to hear. So I would like to invite Dr. Suvit Vipunpornprasert, who is originator, the frontier of the trade and health in Thailand, to give his final word. You may.
You should not talk too much. It's my turn. I look at all these faces, all good friends. In the Thai words we call Kalayana Mit, mean good friend. We have been working together for many, many years. I have to tell you that I was trapped into this international trade and health by a man called Nick Drager. Since long time ago, Rupa, you know him well. Huh? So, Ambassador, you're already trapped. I retired for 12 years, but no. You are already trapped. Everyone here is not here because of their hat only, but because of your wisdom and your social connection. It's the social and intellectual capital that bring all of us here, and we share. My final words after listening to yesterday and today is that final words: be realistic. This is the real world. There's still war in Ukraine, in Middle East, and in some other part of the world. While we are having 2 days meeting, 1.5 day, in a nice hotel, air-conditioned room, with nice breakfast, lunch, right? And also, someone may go by train, shopping, sightseeing, wherever. Can this world sustain this kind of life? Or for how long? This is a real big question, so be realistic. The person who chaired the drafting group for the GSPA, Global Strategy on and Plan of Action on Public Health Intellectual Properties, is now chairing the most difficult article of the Pandemic Treaty. He's now in Geneva, that's why he's not here, Dr. Virod. I told him that this one will not be as easy as the GSPA, which he has to chair until 4 a.m. in the morning, when everyone is tired, so they are ready to go with anything the chair concludes. And what happened after several years of GSPA? I'm very clear and concrete. I don't see much. The progress is not there at Geneva, in Geneva. The progress is here, at the country level, with all stakeholders. Benjamin, the former speaker, he was so surprised. How can you bring NGO, academia, private sector, foreign affairs, trade, health, everyone together? That is because we are Kalayana Mit. We love the country. We want trade. Without trade, economy will not grow. Without wealth, there is no health. You need wealth so that health can be improved. Without wealth, we don't have universal health coverage. So trade works for health, and health works for trade. So be realistic and collaborative, not just coordinate. Coordination is not enough. Cooperation is better, but the best is collaborative. In this country, every time the trade negotiate for FTA, they always consult widely, including NGO. Last month, actually just last week or 2 weeks ago, I got a call from the Prime Minister's office. Hey, please come and have a look at the EFTA, free trade area discussion. I said, why me? Because you know many people. They are still, blockage. After checking the information, I told them back, why should you care with this FTA? EFTA is very small market. And I tell him my point, which I got from NGO, I got from academia, I got from health, and I talked to the DG of the DIP. I'm sorry, not the Department of International Trade Negotiation. She's very good and understand everything. I'm proud of our leader at the Trade Ministry from long time ago. I'm proud of our leader in the NGO and also academia and private sector like Kun Sampan. These people are the ones that bring us together. So be romanticized at the same time, very realistic. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Suvit. And we are realize that the lunchtime is approaching. So last but not least, I would like to invite Dr. Sampan Silapanath, the chair of the conference organizing subcommittee and chair of the National Commission on International Trade and Health Study, to give his closing remarks.
So I have to speak from here too?
Oh, you can.
It's okay, it's okay. All right, will be a short closing. Hearing from Dr. Suvit, I think a couple of things that I have been observing for the past 2 days. I think the discussion is quite deep. The transformation idea is very beneficial to the team. I have 3 points, very short point. Actually, I was appointed to be the NHA 17 this year also, and we're talking about the trade and health similarly. I have been searching a lot of data, try to convince the current trader and current businessman to change their mindset. They say that the chance of success will be 30%. It's very tough to change those people's mindset. Try to look at the long-term health, sacrifice your short-term gain or short-term profit. But just now I heard a couple of speakers. I start to see the hope that we need to change them by technology, by innovation, and replacing the current product with the new product who concern more health. That should be one of the things. Number 2, I see a lot of collaboration today and yesterday. I like to remind us that with just surfacing networking that we meet today, we have lunch, we have dinner, is not good enough anymore to win the situation. We have to go in depth, we have to be more motivating and continue to keep our effort and energy to fight with this. This is war, I tell you, if we keep on doing this, I think the people will be suffering and a lot of impact going to be. I know the wealth is very important. I came from the private sector, but wealth without help, you're going to be die soon and you won't be sustainable. The last but not least, I would say is the session, in every session we need to change and questioning our assumption. I think the current way of doing things is not good enough anymore. The way to conduct the meeting, conduct the conference, I think we need to make it short, focus on the real impact, deliverable. I think those are the few observations that I have during the past 2 days. To everyone who joined us both in the room and virtually, I'd like to thank you that you are the great partnership in this team to move forward. So thank you and safe travel, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sampan. Last but not least, I would like everyone to give the big round of applause to the IT team who have been with us. And lunchtime is at the same place. Please get the coupon from the secretariat in front of the meeting room. And thank you everyone for joining us, and hope to see you again next year or before. Thank you.